EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
To throw, it's Richardson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Colts first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here's 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. Out to his right. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
18, right. Here we go. Set. Buffalo, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Out of a shotgun. Richardson. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
So he gets on the board, first catch of his career. I can promise you he's going to hang on to that ball. Now, it wasn't the flashiest of plays, but just try to get him comfortable and try to settle him into this game.
Ready.
Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Come on. Hey.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On the jump.
3rd and a yard.
19 strike. 19. Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, Richardson. He's got his tight end. That's Warren. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Indianapolis.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
19. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos. 79. Hey.
Taylor gets it out of the pistol. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Viking 18. Go.
They'll go again here with Taylor. To the pylon, he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. his second rushing touchdown of the year.
And that's a really important opening drive here, Mike. You think back a week ago, there was a lot of disappointment. It was a long week of practice, a lot of questions that had to be answered inside that building. So you want to come and show, hey, last week is over. We are a lot better than how we looked then, and you can't do it a lot better than that.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. A good return as he takes it across. The 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return is Gould. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
On the ready. Stephanie.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big run from Taylor. 36 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Cup 19, 76, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready, ready?
Richardson to throw it here on first down. that is caught downfield by Pierce. A gain there of 24 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Ready? 60 by 6, 60 by 10.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That his second TD catch of the season. And a special moment as the rookie catches his first NFL touchdown.
And the more they can develop this young tight end, Mike, it just gives this quarterback additional weapons, and it's just going to make this offense even more difficult to stop.
A tight end, his first career NFL touchdown. Do you remember yours?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I could recall it like it was yesterday. Like, we were up Sunday night, primetime game, Lambeau Field against Brett Favre and the Green Bay Packers. And the previous play, Brian Urlacher recovered a fumble probably around the 20, 25-yard line. Brian Greasy was our quarterback for Chicago, and the ensuing play threw it up to the left corner of the end zone. And, like, guess who called the game? None other than the legendary John Madden.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's taken down to just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll get about 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Penix on 3rd down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Another run here for Robinson. It'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
60 Eagles, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
They run over center with Robinson. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop them right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
One more time, it's Robinson. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to rap.
Go, Reed, go. Let go.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Let's go. Liking it.
They go right back to Taylor. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2.
Get up. Hot 70. Hot 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Now Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Wrap up. Left thing 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Steady.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
So after the offense decides to stay on the field with 4th down, who do they turn to? The young, talented rookie who finally gets his first catch of his young career, and that big-time play keeps the drive alive.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
70 range. 70 range. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cup Warriors. 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Here's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he will score. Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Indy. That his first touchdown of the new year. They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
1st and 10 at the 45.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
14 more yards.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Come on. Set. Bronco 80. Check up.
Throwing again, it's Penix. He'll go right and find his running back. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. The clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Again, it's Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Bates' kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Anthony Gould now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Past the 40. To the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 93 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up. Let's
the bootleg. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Ready?
On second down, here's Penix. Well, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Ready?
They'll run on first down with Taylor. Open space to the 35. And he's in! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Colts. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Let's go now. Trap 60, trap 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Here's Penix. Now he's just going to flip this forward. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running bound, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw again, it's Penix. The open man is Mooney. He's got it. 14 on the pickup. First down, Atlanta.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
First and 10. Penix going to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Bison, 60 Bison. Check. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man.
From the gun, here is Penix. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready?
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
Get it. Hut.
A run with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how he wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12.
Liking ace.
Richardson operating from the pistol. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyway. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It is third and long.
Cup 19. Stephanie. 79 Broncos. Let go.
Out of the shotgun. Richardson. Flush to his right. He'll try to run for it. He's going to be brought down short of the first down by a couple of yards. Gain of 9, but it is fourth down.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther 11. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Ready?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. Oh, a big play on 4th and 2. It's a gain of 49.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play. And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
And he will score again. Donovan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Schrader now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Colts stretch things out even further.
42. Falcons 10. Spencer Schrader to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. D. Winters there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Panther Street. Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And here's Bijan. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go. They make a big stop for no gain.
3rd and 7.
Check. Cougar 19, no street.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
They'll try to throw it with Penix. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
Ready, set. Warrior 70. Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
On first down, it's Richardson. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him. Jalen Walker. He gets into drop him for his first sack of the young season.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Defensively, finding yourself down by this much at this stage of the game, they could just pack it in. They could say, all right, this one's over. We're moving on to next week. They're continuing to play hard. They're continuing to get after the quarterback, and nice start to this drive.
That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
3rd and long.
18, run, ready. Come 19, Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hup.
From the gun, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand.
Ready up. Set, ready. 6, Warrior 70.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Let's go. 18, 19.
Throwing is Penix. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. It's a gain of 34. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Now Penix to throw on second down. That is caught by Chark. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play.
Bronco. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes...
Looks like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Colts have got it. He's to the 40. Still going. What a big play from the defense. The long fumble return. It sets up first and goal and gives the offense terrific field position.
And the only thing that play was missing, Mike, was the defense being able to return it all the way for a touchdown. So give credit to the offense, being able to hustle, getting back there and tracking that guy down. At least it gives his defense now a chance to keep them out of the end zone.
This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Tyler Warren. Touchdown, Indy. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Spencer Schrader as you kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Ready? 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now Penix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And is out offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster, and I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level, playing and giving the ball away.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go, shot.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's always a question about these first-round picks, Mike. How fast do they adjust to the NFL level following their success in college? And we can see flashes here. They think they've got themselves a future star in the making. We got a great example of it in this play.
Second and 11.
Let's go now.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
3rd and 9.
Buffalo 18. Come on, come on.
Now Richardson inside the 10. It is caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown Colts. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is fourth down. They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Get it? Rambo, 65 catch, 55 catch. Steady.
Richardson. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is brought in. And he will go all the way. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Penix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tarvarius Ward. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Ready, set. Set, ready.
On play action, Richardson forced out wide. He runs with it. And he will be out of bounds right around his 35. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Left side, that is caught by Warren. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Exiting the pocket right. He's got it at the 3. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Go! Ready.
Here's Richardson. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. And the lefty panics on 1st down. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Sauce Gardner, as good as they come. There to knock that one away.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
3rd and 10.
Mike zero! Mike zero!
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Coming free is Tart. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Mike 5-4! On!
From the gun, it's Levis. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Levis to throw. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really in a fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Mike 54!
They'll go. Here's Levis. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think